Hello again, back again for the last part of this particular series of videos. In this video, we are going to relate the z-score to a table of values that lets us relate this to the probability of an event happening. And so we're getting ready to wind down this unit as we start doing this because the last part of this unit deals with probability. So this kind of links over from the statistical section, which deals with all of your data and your data displays and looking at your normal curve. And now we're looking at what is the probability of something like this happening. So first of all, remember that particular table, this normal curve that we had, and we can look at the probability of what's happening. So, if we have our mean here like we always do, if we have the lower, if we're down in the negative z-score, which is down in this part, you will look at one side of the paper. So now, let's look at the paper. You need to print this paper out that is in my hand from your homework assignment because you will need this to do this particular homework assignment. So we have the first side looks at this end of the part of your table. And it has to be the negative side of the table because this is a negative z-score. The other side of the paper looks at as a positive z-score. And so if we have a positive z-score, it's going to be up here, and it's going to give you this whole region from here all the way up to here. And what does that give you? It gives you the part of one that part of the curve is. So if we have a z-score up here, this here expresses how much of that curve, 0.8 something, that lies under that curve that is part of that particular z-score. So it helps us to know how much of the curve, and it gives us the probability of that happening. So let's go back to those z-scores that we had in our last problem of the last video. We had a 2.14 z-score, we had a 0.53 z-score, and a 0.68 z-score. Notice all of these are positive z-scores because they were all greater than the mean. So what happens? To figure out what's the percentage chance, or what is the chance that someone would do less than what this person did on their test, okay? So as we look at this z-score table, I'm going to just give you a little bit of what it looks like. You will notice that over here we've got, it says z-score, and it starts with 0.0 and goes all the way up to 3.4. And then it has a line, and then it has 0.00, and then 0.01, and 0.02, 0.03, 0.04, 0.05, 0.06, 0.07, and I'm going to go up to 0.08. Okay? So what do we do first? First of all, you go down this column here until you get to 2.0. So we're going to go to 2.0. And then what's going to happen? As I go to 2.0, then I'm going to look, no, we're going to go to 2.1. You're going to go to the whole number and the 10th place value, because that's what this gives me. This place value is the tenths and the tenths. Okay, the first decimal point after. So we're going to go to 2.1, and then we're going to go across to the column that has 0.04 in it. So 2.1, go across to 0.04 is 0.9838 is what is in that column. Okay? So here's what I would do. Go down this column until I get to 2.1, and then go across till I get to 0.04, because 0.04 plus 2.1 is 2.14, which is what I want. So that is a 0.9838. So my probability of someone doing less as well as I did is a 0.9838. Or I have a 98.38% chance of doing better than all the others of that many in the class. Okay? So that's what we're going to get, is that probability figure that comes out of this. Now, a 0.53. Well, that's going to be 0.5. So we're going to look for 0.5 here. And then we're going to go across until we get to 0.03. So 0.5 going across to 0.3 becomes a 0.7091. Okay? So this person had 0.7091, or a 70.91 percentile. Okay? Then our last one is a 0.68. So we're going to look for 0.6, which is just below that one. We're going to have to go all the way up to 0.08. So go to 0.06. I like a ruler because it's easier. Gives me 0.7517. And so this student had a 0.7517, or a 75.17 percentile. Okay? What if we wanted to know what was the chance of them doing better than this one? Well, it would be 1 minus 0.9838, which is going to equal 0.0062, I think. Yes, almost. 0.0162, or a 1.62%. Okay? So 1.62% of the students did better than this student did on the test. Not very many. Okay? Then we're going to go for the next one, 1 minus 0.7091. Which is going to be 1 minus 0.7091, which is going to give you 0.2909. Okay, so this one would be 29.09% chance. Why is it a subtraction, guys? Think about it. We're looking at this piece up here, and this whole thing is 1. So it's 1 minus whatever this is. So this is where it's coming from. Now let's look at the last one. 1 minus 0.7517. And that's going to equal 0.2483. So 24.83% of the students did better than that one. Okay? And so we're going to get ready to go into probability in our next lesson. And that's the end of this one. Have fun on your assignment. You've got a central standard deviation worksheet to do with this one, plus several things to do from the book. So it's a longer assignment than normal, but I think it makes a lot of sense. So have fun with it.